Well, hi dancers, it's BJ from Irish Seams. I am here at our retail shop in Boonesboro, Maryland, and I've got a couple new products that I want to talk to you about today. We've been getting a bunch in, but I don't want it to be overwhelming, so we're just going to talk about two. So we have had the U-Line white electric tape and the U-Line black electric tape for years and years. We sell these for $4 a roll or 3 for 10, any mix of color, and we'll continue to do so. We'll continue to have this product, at least for the immediate future. But we have had a lot of dancers and parents asking us for a brighter white tape. Rick's done a lot of research, and some of it honestly was cost prohibitive. It was just, we would have had to sell it for $15 or $20 a roll, and that's kind of a lot for a roll of electrical tape. So he was able to find this roll. This is 3M 165. Several of the other vendors carry this. We have just gotten it in. We took it to the Dayton Fest and it was well received. So let me show you without the cellophane on it. This is the 3M and this is the color. So it does look slightly brighter and I guess a little more shiny. Underneath of it, I'm putting the U-Line. Now I have older eyes, and to be quite honest, I don't see a whole lot of difference in this, but some of you eagle-eyed young people may see a lot of difference. This bottom tape, the U-Line, that is going to continue to stay as a product on our table at $4 a roll or 3 for 10. This new tape, the 3M, we're calling it our bright white tape, and that's going to sell for $6 a roll. So it's still going to be a reasonable price, but it has to be a little more expensive because it cost us more to bring it in. So now you have options. You know, if you feel like this brightness is worth $2 more, then there you go. You asked, we answered, so there it is. The next thing that I want to talk about is hard shoes. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with the development of hard shoes, but in the old days, the hard shoes had leather soles, and the tips and the heels were wooden, and they were nailed on. And I hear teachers sometimes, older generation teachers, talk about, you know, the nails would come through and poke them in the foot, because I don't know that they had any insoles or padding inside. So now our kids are quite not necessarily spoiled, but they have a different experience, let's say, and their shoes are more fitted and padded. They definitely have padding inside. Gone are the days of the leather sole. You are lucky to find a pair. If you find a pair in your used shoe bin, then you know you can be sure that they have been around a while. So even the gray soles are hard to find, which were a little stiffer. So now most of the shoes, hard shoes, are black suede sole, which means that sole is a little more flexible, a little less supportive. And in the past several years, the demand from the customers has been for softer and more flexible and lighter weight shoes, and it is pushing the manufacturers to go in that direction. And it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost in the fact that the shoes are slightly more expensive because there's more work involved to get that leather nice and soft, and to get those shoes sewn to be lighter weight, and you know there's just a little more technology involved. But it also comes in a cost in durability. You know, when you have nice thick leather, it's going to be a little stiffer and it's going to take you longer to break in, but it's also going to be more durable, and the soles had more support. So for the younger people or the dancers that are harder on their shoes, you know, particularly the gents, the teenage boys are really hard on shoes. They have such strong legs, they really pound, and the shoes take a beating. And so it's been a problem that the shoes are not lasting as long, and I've heard some complaints, rightly so, from some parents that are having to replace their hard shoes. You know, you don't see those hard shoes that are 20 years old anymore like you used to. So we have found, and we are really happy about this, we have found a new solution. The people over at Antonio Pacell in the UK, Ali and Adrian Gavigan, have come up with this shoe. It is called the Essential Jig by Pacell, and it's a really nice looking shoe. It has the textured leather shape. You know, the leather looks textured. It has a nice sturdy strap. The buckle is really nice and sturdy and heavyweight, which I like. The shoe has, it's a small tip to stand up on. You could probably have it ground down more, but these were designed mainly with beginners in mind. So you're not really going to need this for the people this shoe was designed for. So this hard shoe was designed with beginners in mind. It's soft enough. It's got a stiffer toe, and it has a little bit of a bigger toe box tall height wise, and it's a stiffer toe, but this leather is soft enough. It's not like the really old, really hard leather, so it's going to break in relatively easy, but it's not so soft that you're going to be buying new hard shoes every 6 or 8 months. These are going to last you a while. It has a padding on the inside, not huge thick padding, not like the luxury shoes like say the Gavins by Faze. They're really well padded inside, but those are a high-end shoe designed for champ dancers. This has padding inside. It also has a suede sole. It's flexible enough that the dancer can get an arch, at least get the idea of pointing their toe, but not so flexible that it doesn't provide support because they're still building those muscles. They're still going to have to work against that sole to get those feet nice and strong to get that arch. I also like on here, I don't know if you can see it, it's a nice big rivet here holding on these straps of buckles, so that is nice too. It's going to be a nice solid connection. And leather can stretch. Eventually these straps will wear out, but that can be replaced, and we can actually do that. You don't have to send these all the way back to the manufacturer. The heel it looks to be like nailed on instead of screwed on, so that saves on cost and on weight. This shoe, I weighed one. This is a size 5. It weighs about 12 ounces. It's right about the same weight as the Faze Ultra Flexi and the Faze Ultralight in the same size. It's about the same weight as that. It's about an ounce heavier than the new Rutherford, so not much difference. But what you're gonna like the most, and what I am really happy to share, is that these beginner Essential Jig shoes have a great price point. They are selling for only $85. So when your dancer is starting out and you have to get your first pair of hard shoes, you can invest $85 instead of $175 or $185, which you'll need to invest later when you need the more higher end shoes, and you'll have a nice sturdy pair of hard shoes for your dancer. So if you have a school out there, if you're a dance teacher, or if you want to share this with your dance teacher, we shared it with a lot of teachers at the Dayton Fesh. They were all very excited to have an affordable option to offer to their dancers who are new to hard shoe. And you can't always find a used shoe in the bin that'll fit your foot. This way you get a shoe that fits, and it's an affordable price, and it's going to last a while. It'll take them a little while to break in, but they are just learning to point anyway, so it'll be good strength building and also a good affordable price. So if you want to share this with your teacher, let them know. We do have our mobile store up and running. We did a mobile store visit on Sunday to the Rankin Holland School, so thank you to them for hosting us there. That was a lot of fun on the way home from Dayton Fesh, and we are happy to come to your school if you will advertise and make sure that people know that we're there, so we get some people out. We're happy to come and do fittings, and we will have these shoes with us. Now we have some other new shoes in already, but I want to do a deep dive on those separately. I don't want this to be too long, so I'll talk about that next week. But and those are, we'll have the new Feather Flex, which is a new high-end lightweight shoe from Hulliken and Pacell. And we have the new Pelican Boys Real Pro Light, which is really nice. And that also was well received at Dayton. What I also like about these Essential Jig Shoes, I think this is so cool that this is an inexpensive shoe and you get this nice flannel bag they come in, and you can use it to carry your shoes around, or you can even use it to kind of polish them up a little. It feels like a shoe polishing cloth. It's a really nice little added touch from our friends at Pacell. So that is what I have for you this week. I would ask in closing that you keep Jean Farrell of Head for the World and her daughters and their family and extended family and friends in your prayers and thoughts and prayers for the next coming weeks. Jean unexpectedly lost her husband Michael Farrell, who was a TC and owned the school, the Farrell School, I think, or Farrell Academy of Irish Dance in New York. And he passed unexpectedly on Thursday, so there are a lot of really grieving people, rightly so. He's an icon of the Irish dance world. And so we are praying for peace and comfort for Jean and her daughters and all of Michael's loved ones, and for the swift repose of his soul. He was a good guy, and he will be missed in the Irish dance community. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers over the next coming weeks, and we will see you on the Fest Trail. Bye.